This is an update video, which I haven't done in a while, and if you're watching this, then I'm going to assume that you are really interested in my videos. If so, then I have a favour to ask you. Since I've been on YouTube, I've taken this channel a long way. It wasn't an instant success, but I had to teach myself from scratch, and it took a few years before I had a clear idea of what I wanted to do with it. I'm now getting around 6,000 views a day, and I think my videos look pretty decent. Not perfect, but decent. And this is about as good as it gets, unless I can count on your help. And unfortunately, it all boils down to a lack of these. So before I continue, I would just like to make it absolutely clear that I'm asking for a favour. I'm not going to force you to pay to watch my videos. I wouldn't even if I could. But I am asking if you could possibly help me out. If you do want to help, then the good news is that one of these every month will go a very long way. If you're in Europe, that's about 95% of one of these. But we'll get to that later. You see, making these videos takes time and costs money, and because for me time is money, that's a double portion of money. Even a simple vlog like the one that you're watching now takes nearly a day from scripting to publishing. And that's a day that I'm not working for money. I do get some revenue from YouTube ads, but it's barely enough to cover my health insurance. And in case you thought that German health insurance was free, it really isn't. Last year I had a sponsor for a short trial period, and that was great. That trial period is now over, and they haven't said that they want to continue. I've since been looking for another sponsor, but let me tell you, that is in itself a full-time job. Turns out, companies are constantly flooded with requests for sponsorships. You can count yourself lucky if they even read your pitch. So here's a shout out to B&B Hotels, the only people so far to take the trouble to write back. It was a rejection, of course, but it was a polite rejection. They even said they liked my videos. Let me give you just a couple of examples of the problems that I'm facing. Now, a lot of my videos are a bit wobbly, which some of you have noticed. There are two ways I can try to deal with that. One way would be to get a camera with better image stabilization, but that would cost about €800. Another way would be to use a tripod, but that means carefully setting it up for every single shot, and so filming a travelogue would take twice as long, which would mean higher hotel costs. A more obvious example is how I'm always getting requests to film in various cities in far-flung corners of Germany, and I'd love to, I really would. But it means paying for travel and accommodation. So here's how you can help if you want to. I have set up a Patreon page where you can support me for whatever amount you think is appropriate, starting at $1 a month. If you've never heard of Patreon, it works like this. You find a creator that you'd like to support, which in this case would be me, and then you pledge a certain regular amount. It's not like Kickstarter where you only make one payment. It's a regular thing until you cancel it, so please bear that in mind if you do decide to help me. In return, you get access to special bonus material. If you pledge higher amounts, you can qualify for more, such as the chance to take part in Google Hangouts with me, or to help me decide what to make videos about. And just to put your mind at rest, Patreon is very well established and has a very good reputation. If I get enough support, then I should be able to spend more time and money on my videos, and that means better looking videos about more subjects and more videos about more places and events all over Germany. And maybe, just maybe, I'll be able to turn off those pesky pre-roll ads. Thanks for watching. If you'd like to send me a postcard, here's the address. And don't forget to visit my website and follow me on Twitter and Facebook. Also, if you'd like access to special bonus content and help with the costs of running this channel, please consider making a small monthly donation on Patreon.